while I'm there, if that's the name of it, we're not doing a fucking thing there. That's worse. That's worse than rejecting it. If they just said, hey, listen, it's hard. There's fucking bumps in the road. Can't do this. Maybe next year. We love you. We're happy you're here. I'd say fine. No problem. The treat him like a fucking...
What does this even mean?
Means nothing to me. Good point.
Is it fucking fake? Like what? Is it even... Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. What have I done? No!
Wow.
Oh, he's going to tase it. Jesus Christ. Oh, that was brutal.
Wow.
Oh.
So the point is, I can't have that anymore. Yeah. I can't have it anymore.
I agree.
Justin,
what's up?
Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yep. Film yourself throwing that in the garbage, please.
28 fucked up.
So what is his name? Jason. What's this guy's name?
Jason Boucher.
Jason Boucher. And he is, well, we'll read the whole story later, but he's going to join us. This is the guy who is getting in the way of the street being. So just we'll do it quickly, I guess. The author, she doesn't want to come on?
No, so I reached out to her and she said that she doesn't feel like she's in a place to speak about Madawaska or her story.
She wrote it.
That's what I said to her. I don't understand. I said the same thing.
She's a fucking dummy then. Okay. Well, she's stupid.
Yeah,
fine.
so that was that.
And I don't, somebody told me, Tim from Canton said she was a fan of the show.
I thought so.
Which it did not, that story was an absolute smear. I'll read the story in a second. If people are listening, the other day I'm on here with Mike and was Alberto? Who the hell produced with Mike the other day? Who was the guy who produces Mike's podcast?
Craig.
Yes. So I have these guys on, the two of them, and I'm sitting there and I'm fucking swinging my dick all over the place. They're naming the street after me. I call Stacy. I'm a little concerned about Stacy, who's lived there her whole life. She doesn't know what fucking street the town center is on. I mean, it's not like, it's not like you grow up in, if you grew up in, I don't know, some huge town, and you said a street in the other side of the town, maybe you wouldn't know it. She lives in Madawaska. You guys have both been there, right?
Yeah. We know where Main Street is.
If you listen to it, I told her where it was. I was like, yeah, it's up the hill, and then you take a left. So I'm thinking they're naming the street after me. Great. Turns out, I'll read the story now. Carabas is whatever the hell he's doing. Fuck him. Let me see. I tweeted about it, didn't I?
I'll also say, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but Featherston, he's the one that misled you, I think, a little.
There was a little bit of deception there.
Yeah, and that wasn't on my...
Starting to see where Merchant's coming from. I'll just say that. I'll leave it alone. Just leave that alone. Bob's been a friend the last couple of weeks. Let me see here. So the Fiddlehead Focus, this rag writes a story. Hannah Caitlin, who I'm sure is a nice person. So I'm out there saying, hey, it's Kirk Minihane Road, Kirk Minihane Way. I'm all excited. This is a nice thing. Headline, Fiddlehead Focus. Madawaska board temporarily renames road after Massachusetts podcaster, self-titled son of Madawaska. Madawaska, Maine. Kirk Minihane, a longtime controversial Boston sports radio person. We're already in fucking Hitland, one sentence in. Self-titled and controversial Boston sports radio personality. I fucking hate this person. We'll have a town road temporarily renamed in his honor. John Featherston, a fan of Minihane's, formally asked the town to consider naming a street or public park after Minihane at the talk show host's request, not true, to honor his love for the Madawaska community. The idea arose on an episode of Minihane's Barstool Sports podcast, The Kirk Minihane Show. On Tuesday, May 25th, the Madawaska Board of Selectmen unanimously voted to designate Chapel Road Kirk Minihane Way for the day for the duration of Minihane's June visit to the town. I'm telling you right now, before I finish the story, while I'm there, if that's the name of it, we're not doing a fucking thing there. That's worse. That's worse than rejecting it. If they just said, hey, listen, it's hard. There's fucking bumps in the road. Can't do this. Maybe next year. We love you. We're happy you're here. I'd say fine. No problem. They treat him like a fucking...
What does this even mean?
Means nothing to me. Good point.
Is it fucking fake? Like what? Is it even... Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. What have I done? No!
Wow.
Oh, he's going to tase it. Jesus Christ. Oh, that was brutal.
mouth.
Oh,
So the point is, I can't, I can't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I can't have it anymore.
I agree.
Justin,
What's up?
get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Yep.
Film yourself throwing that in the garbage, please.
put on my booster seat back there.
Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. Film yourself throwing that in the garbage. Where was I? I didn't lose my glasses, did I? Oh, good. So anyway, the radio person that was coming to Madawaska to host a live edition of this podcast and lead a weekend of activities for his followers, the Minifans, which is in quotes, by the way. I don't even, like, suggesting it's not real.
I guess. I don't
A shitty writer. Fiddlehead focus. Attending the meeting, fresh from a 10-hour drive to Massachusetts, was one Minifan, Rob Doherty, to represent the podcast. He appeared to be mentally challenged. He lauded, that's again, so she makes some, she's not totally wrong. He lauded the welcoming people of Madawaska. Listen to this idiot, just going along, just fucking being completely used by her. Just a tool. Just a fucking pawn in her game.
The audio's not good. The
audio's troubling?
It is.
And highlight the financial contributions Minifans fans bring to the community when they fill out its restaurant, booths, and hotel rooms. So there you go, Rob. We really embrace this community, the Madawaska community, Doherty said. I wanted someone here to represent the community that we had. So this morning, I woke up, I told my wife, he rambles on even these fucking things. Jesus. So I was crazy, and here I am. This decision would go a long way to embracing even more. Okay, so that's fine. Thank you, Rob. But thank you for the drive. I appreciate that.
He didn't even tell her the night before. He just woke up, rolled over, was like, "Hey, hon."
Good. That's a fan. I got his back all day on that. He's my guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have to say, I love the people of Madawaska. You know, the Stacys, the Bruces, all the people that were there. Big Rick, Jeff, Travis. I love all these people. The guy who gave us the sign we used to have up there. I love all those people. But, like, I can't go back there next year if they're going to treat me like this. This is not even... So this is goodbye. Like, this, unless they get their shit together, we will find another town next year to do it. Done. Like, I won't fuck them over this year. I like them. I like the people. I'm happy to pump some money into the community. I would never do that to them. But this is it. And by the way, next year will be bigger. If we do it, this will be the really post pandemic. You know, we could get 300, 400, 500 people up there. In my mind, I want this to be an annual tradition. No other show in the world would do this. We do it. Last year, I think we put 70, 75 grand in the community. This year, probably another 50, 60 grand. I know people are going up there and don't even have tickets.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like, what the fuck? The alcohol bill alone of that fucking, I paid it, but I mean, it was 10 grand last year.
I made that perfectly clear. I said last year we had 150. This year is going to be 300. Next year is going to be 600. We want to make this an annual thing that we come up here.
You haven't considered that you've had one of your best guys in a scally cap, keeping this guy cool for about 12 hours now. He might have changed his tune. So this Boucher might.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah. The Minifans pilgrimage this summer will be their second to Madawaska during a snowy weekend in February 2020. Minihane came to Madawaska for an ice fishing derby. Some fans driving 12 hours, even more than that. Some, it's whatever, into a blizzard to attend the trip and live show. Since that trip, Madawaska and some of its residents have been recurring characters on Minihane's podcast. Minihane's Twitter bio reads in part, Podcast Jesus, Team Barstool, Son of Madawaska. We're a big deal there, Minihane said in the May 6th episode. The Board of Selectmen's temporary resolution was a compromise on the original request to permanently rename a street. Board members, who are all stupid, compromised, in the tank, absolute frauds who shall be in prison, agree that renaming a road would involve a lengthy process on the back end. It really wouldn't. We can't afford to build a new street.
Build?
What do you fucking... I won't use the word. But, like, what do you think you're expecting to construct a new street? Change the name of a fucking sign, Dan Daigle, you shithead. Dan Shithead, that's your name. As for parks, Selectman Jason Boucher...
Yep.
And the rest of the board agree that for now, there are other community members who may be more deserving of that permanent honor.
So I have the audio of that.
Of him saying this?
Yes.
I definitely like the idea of this audio.
What do you mean?
Well, he gives her a quote.
It's the same thing.
It's the same quote.
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Here's Boucher.
Here, but out of no disrespect to Kirk or the team, I feel like if we're going to take this huge leap to name a park after somebody or name a street after somebody, in my eyes, it would be somebody who provided a lot to the community. I'm not downplaying
Stop! If I see him, I'm gonna put my fucking dick down his throat. Yeah, that's gonna be my contribution. This fucking community, this fucking asshole. He's coming on the show today.
Yeah.
What time?
10:30.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fucking prick. Like who?
Let me read. Let me hold on. Let me read. So I sent him a thing and said, "Can you please come on? We'd like to discuss, the meeting the other night." And he says, "Yeah, definitely." And I was being all nice about it. And then he sent me a message on Facebook that says, "Yesterday, Rob, I appreciate the offer you made for me to call into the show, but to be honest, after reading the Twitter feed this morning, I've had a change of heart." And then he posts a couple Twitter things from like David from Maryland saying, "Jason Boucher seems like an asshole. This guy seems like a douchebag," like all this stuff.
Yep.
"If this is truly how your fans feel about me and how your host feels, then I am not interested in being part of this. We gave you guys total respect at the meeting and the lack
I
of
would tell him. I would let him know that that's how I feel about him. Honestly, like be like, I don't want to set this guy up. Be like, Kirk feels that way about you. He hates you.
Yeah.
Just so you know, send him a message and say Kirk hates you.
He won't come on.
Well, then don't come on. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to bring him. If that's how he feels, he's expressed that to you. If he's too big of a pussy to come on because he's afraid the people aren't going to like him. Go ahead.
He says,
I know you're dying to get to the rest of this fascinating conversation.
I'm not.
Ahead,
he just says if he wants to have a noble conversation about the request, I'm definitely okay with
I
that.
don't.
But if the goal is to humiliate me, then
It
I'm not
is.
interested. I'm not interested.
Well, tell him it is. Say Kirk just said his goal is to humiliate you.
I will.
If he thinks you're an asshole. Can you please write that to him?
I am writing it right now.
The selectmen agreed that the temporary way for a day would bring both parties closer together and allow for mutual advertising opportunities as an added bonus. What the fuck is he talking about?
I have no idea.
Well, hold on. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. We'll put him on. Do you send it yet or no?
No.
All right,
No.
good.
Okay.
Good. Because I want to know what that means. I want to know what that means. What does that mean?
Can I set something up for first, just real fast? I won't blabber. So I go into this meeting and there's people from the public that get to speak.
Oh yeah, walk me through it. So what time did you leave?
I left my house at 8:30.
Okay.
I got up there at 5. I got there right at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So I walk into the meeting. Big Rick's not there. So I thought he was going to be there. He's
a
not.
phony. Okay.
He's not there. But he got both his things passed without any conversation.
Of course, it's greasing the skids. Free pizzas for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I go in there. It's like
Things are gone in that room. Forget it.
It smells
Go
like
ahead.
it smells like an elementary school. It's like one of those old school rooms.
What?
Like an elementary school. You know when you
It's
walk
an
in,
elementary school?
it feels like it smells
It
like
smells like an elementary school.
one. You don't think that smell? You have that.
I know what you
smell?
mean, but okay, I don't know why it's relevant, but go ahead.
Whatever. So I go in there and there's a
You know
bunch,
what? Go ahead.
bunch of people in the
Just
public.
picture him wandering in there and being like, just smelling the room.
Mrs. Nelson, is that you?
This is my representative. This is who I brought there. I was looking for the old pencil sharpener. Go ahead.
So there's people from the public and they get to speak before the meeting starts. So there's one guy there and he moved away from Madawaska. Now he's moved back with his family. And he starts talking about the parks and how it's infested with drugs.
Okay. Really? Really?
Methamphetamine, heroin.
Oh, season 2.
They're being distributed everywhere. There's needles.
In Madawaska?
Yes. So he
Boy,
said,
man, you get rid of this money that we're bringing in, this place is going to be gone. It's going to look like, what town is Back to the Future?
Hilldale.
That's what it looked like after, when it goes all at the beginning there, after, at the beginning of the movie, when it's all drugged up. Go ahead.
So he's saying that, and he's very impassioned. I mean, he's
Well, sure.
We need to fix this. This is ridiculous. Right away, they're like, well, we can do what we got to do, but we have no money.
Yeah.
So there's nothing we can do about it.
Okay.
So then he's like almost crying.
Okay.
Then the woman sitting next to him, she starts literally crying. And she's like, I see Jason. This is exactly what I'm talking about too. Not to mention the fact that the street in front of my house has this and this. And my mother fell down. She broke her kneecap. And she's in tears.
All right. Well, hold on for a second.
Yeah, okay.
Do you understand what we're talking about?
What the fuck is going on?
Have you heard what Madawaska did to me?
Oh, something about a sign or something?
So I was here the other day.
Yeah.
And, I thought we were told that there was a town meeting and they were going to name a street after me.
Okay.
I just read the story. Turns out it's while I'm there, it's Kirk Minihane Way for a day.
Oh, for a day?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Oh, that's an insult. Yeah.
It's so insulting. We're going to have
Yeah.
the selectman on who's leading it at 10:30, who I fucking hate. And Rob Madawaska, that's Rob and Tim. This is Jared Carabas, the Rocket.
Yeah.
How's it going?
You know these guys at all or no?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you know them?
He
The
declined
YouTube
an
channel.
invitation on our show like 9 or 10 times.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if I don't answer, that's not a decline. That's just like I didn't see it.
That's fine.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
So Rob went up to Madawaska for this thing the other day.
Yeah,
drove
yeah.
up and back. So he's telling me the story of what happened because I was sold sort of a false bill of goods here. I really thought this was going to be. Wouldn't you think it'd be much better if they just said no? then we're going to give you a street for a day, little boy. It's embarrassing.
I don't even think it's a matter of if they should have said no, but I think they should have countered with something else.
So I took the Madawaska sign, I don't know if you see, down, and I
can
rammed it against the, over there, against the whatever that thing is.
Is it broken?
We threw the sign away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you canceling the next Madawaska trip?
Well,
or
it's
no?
in June. I like the people of Madawaska, so I said, I don't think it's fair to that community.
For sure.
We've
Yeah,
pumped
they were
money in there,
excited.
but we're done. Like, we're not going to go there again next year. We're going to find another small town.
Okay.
In the middle of nowhere and do it there because I think they'll appreciate this and they'll probably. I'm not saying, again, like a street and one of the I read the story and the guy's like, it costs a lot of money to build a new street. This idiot thinks I want a street like constructed.
Yeah, no.
Change the name of a sign.
There's definitely some street in Madawaska named after some person who has racist pasts.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, they might, look at my Twitter history or something. Who knows? Are the streets named after, like, are there any notable residents in Madawaska?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. The thing is with them, too, they said we have to notify the post office and then we have to have a town meeting to make sure it's okay with the residents to have their address changes. And
oh, God.
I thought it was going to be a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, everybody, thank you very much. It was a 20-minute inquisition. I was sweating. I was literally sweating.
So during the thing?
Yes.
Did you speak during it?
Yes. They were asking me questions, and I said,
Do you have the sound of it or no?
no, because here's what happened. They said no, like turn your phone off. Like everybody turned their phones off.
So why would you turn it off?
Well, I put it in my pocket.
Turn your phone off. What is this? Guantanamo Bay?
I have no idea.
Fucking America.
You can't do that.
I know you're almost in Canada, but like you can't turn your.
You still have your rights.
He legitimately thought he might be breaking a law by playing it because he like stuck it in his
What
pocket.
law?
I don't fucking know.
No.
Rob law. I don't fucking know. Madawaska law.
Anyway,
They could have at least done like a fraction of a street. Like how
Yeah,
Yawkey Way
they
was Jersey Street, and then it was Yawkey Way was just a
Sure, they should
fraction
name
of
a
it.
street after. I mean,
No,
let's be
I
honest.
agree. It's Madawaska. Yeah,
or say no.
right.
Or
Yeah.
say go pound sand.
I don't
Either
even
way,
think it's that. There should have been a pivot to something else.
They said a day. They offered a day.
I don't
That's
want
insane.
a day.
No. Who cares? Like, what are you going to do? Put like a piece of paper over it?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want.
you don't even get like a legit street sign.
If that sign goes up there that weekend, then the show's off. I will say that we're canceling everything. I don't want to be insulted. I don't want to be babied. Just say no. I can handle that.
Yeah.
But this guy, like, a lot of other people have been more deserving in town history to get street names. Well, then name after them too.
Yeah, then what are they waiting on that?
Yeah.
Also, so is this like a friendly situation where there's absolutely no way to rectify it?
I mean, this Boucher guy is, I'm not a fan. This we're gonna have him on the 10th or a selectman. Yeah.
Selectman, okay.
Well, I don't think there's any. I think this is like a Hank Rico Bosco kind of situation. I don't think there's any coming back from. You missed a lot. You've missed a lot the last couple of weeks.
I haven't been present for it, but I've been very much plugged in.
I understand, but I feel like since the last time I saw you,
lots happened.